Hello, this is Hooked by Happenstance, and I'm Kendra, and you are sitting jauntily on my shelf. So if I'm oddly in frame, that's just the way it's going to be today. Right now, it is late Sunday night, which means that it is once again time for my Sunday sunrise. For those of you unfamiliar, my Sunday sunrise is my solution to New Year's resolutions, where rather than making a bunch of goals in January, I come at you about every Sunday to talk about my goals for my crafty life for the coming week. We shed some light on the past week and the crafty choices I made and decide whether or not they were good, bad, or otherwise. And then we look ahead to the week forthcoming and decide a few things that I would like to work on. Last week, I made this little list here using my favorite method, which is to use a large marker and a smallish paper, because that way I cannot overcommit to the number of things that I will do. Did I overcommit this last week? Maybe. So let's walk through and see how I did on last week's list. Last week, I broke things down into 4 categories. The first category was for my online shop, which you can find at shop.hookedbyhappenstance.com, where I wanted to prep and make the last of my summer bags. And yes, this morning I posted the last of the summer-specific bags. So you can go and check those out over there, and there is a couple of days left. On Tuesday is the last day to sign up for my fall Seeds of Kindness Mystery Project Bag Club, which will be going out in August, September, and October. The second thing on my list here was for the Hooked by Happenstance YouTube channel, which you are watching right now. And I wanted to continue to work on the extravaganza, which is the extravaganza about my county fair lead up, basically. And it is going to run through August 6th. I've been putting out lots of videos of Peach helping me pick those projects, and that has just been chugging along. I didn't really put any other content out this week, but those videos happened, and they happened fairly successfully, so that's good. The third thing I had on my little list here was to do crafting. So things that I wanted to do because I wanted them to be done. Meaning that I wanted the end product, or I had a deadline in mind. And the 2 things on there were to make more dust mops to clean my floors and to work on my sands of change. Honestly, I did not touch the sands of change even once. I didn't even move it this week. So at least usually I touch the item in question because I just move it from one place to another. Nope, didn't touch it. I did, however, make a bunch of dust mops for my floor, like 4 or 5, I think. So I did good on that, and they were just really fun, which ordinarily those are not projects that I find particularly fun, but they were scratching some sort of itch, so I went with it. And the 4th area on last week's list was fun, because, you know, fun sometimes happens, and it was to work on my heart cross stitch and my yellow top. Now, I did not work on my yellow top out of the cattails yarn. I had it around, but I was just enjoying making those dust mops so much that I decided they were fun. And I did not work on my heart cross stitch, not because I did not want to. One night, my husband had a soccer game. I took a dust mop and I took the cross stitch with me. Finished the dust mop shortly after we arrived at the game. Go to pull out my cross stitch, all happy, ready to go. And I apparently had dropped my needle at home. I didn't have any needles with me. So I had to sit and watch an entire soccer game with nothing to do, except make, like, dumb jokes for my kids. That was it. If you've been following me on Instagram lately, you know that I've been posting dumb jokes when I'm sitting at the soccer field, as well as some progress on the projects I'm working on. You can find me on Instagram at HookedByHappenstance if you are interested. So I did not end up actually working on my heart cross stitch, but I looked at it and it was pretty, and I intend to work on it in the future. So This coming week is gonna be a week, y'all. It's gonna be a week. So, my dad is currently here, if you didn't already know that. So he has been here for a bit. And he will be here for a bit longer. One of my sisters and her family are coming on Thursday. And then my other sister and her family get here Friday night, late-ish, I think. But they're not actually staying here. But it's going to be a lot of people in my house. A lot of chaos. And then Saturday, we are scattering my mom's ashes on the property. So there's going to be like 40 people around here. Thankfully, we are not holding that event, the like lunch and things, here at my house, because yeah, too many people in my bubble. I like my bubble the way it is for a reason. It's a thing. So we're having that elsewhere, but there is going to be a lot of food prep and a lot of people and a lot of, you know, stuff, because that's just a big thing. So this week is probably going to just generally be unpleasant overall. So I'm not really making any huge crafty goals. I do have the current Mystery Project Bag Club, the Summer Blues Club, goes out the first Monday of August. So that is in process. I have things chugging along on getting those bags and all the stuff out. So they will be going out, like I said, the first Monday of the month. So that is kind of where I'm at as far as my shop stuff. I don't know if I'll be putting up any other bags this week in the shop. We'll see. I have some things prepped if I find time and energy. It's probably easier to find time than it will be to find energy, to be honest. And then as far as the channel, the extravaganza is going to continue, where I just continue to pump out content. The things that I filmed while I was getting ready for the fair, I didn't have time to edit and upload and stuff. So that will all end on August 6th when I do a Makes Monday episode where I tell you how the fair went, because I know how it went, but you all don't know how it went, and I will share that after I tell you all the things I was going to take. So August 6th, that will be happening. As far as to-do crafting, there is no to-do crafting this week. I'm going to do whatever I want. I did start a project, a like design slash it's probably going to be a gift slash I don't even know what to call it, because I'm not exact, like I see in my head what I'm thinking I'm making, and I like what I think I'm making. I just don't know if it's going to be what I think it is. Does that make any sense? I like to just let the yarn tell me what it wants to do. So I'm going into this with a plan, but I am totally willing for the yarn to like change or like give me a better plan. So I'm working on a thing I've been working on for several nights. I might put a few rows into it before I go to bed, or I might just go to bed. We'll see. It'll probably come to bed with me, then I might just go to sleep. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'll bring a project with me, and some nights I actually do work on it for quite a while, but I've just been taking the yarn and the hook to bed with me, and I do what I do, and I don't do what I don't do, and it just sleeps there next to me. And then I pick it up in the morning and bring it downstairs, and then I do or do not work on it during the day. Just how it's working. And then the last of the categories that I've been trying to fit things into right now, because I found I like this 4-category system, thinking of like my business and my channel, and then things that have like a deadline or an actual purpose, and then things that I just want to work on. I mean, those things I guess could cross over, but let's be real, a lot of times they don't. Because the fun things tend to just be kind of frivolous and not have time constraints, right? So as far as fun, I'm kind of considering this project I talked about that I'm like making up as I go along. That's fun for me right now. So we're going to call that the fun project. And also, I would like to work some more on that cross stitch. And the cross stitch would be something that I could very much do since I'm making it up. And it's just a simple pattern that I'm following at this point. I can do it on like sitting and chatting and talking with people. So that might be something I work on when people are here. We'll see. If not, I might need to find like something simple. Might make more dust mops, to be honest. Or I've been thinking about making a rug for my kitchen. So, things that would be easy to do while people are here that I can do while I'm chatting, and, you know, because I do like to keep my hands busy. It really helps in a lot of ways. So, we'll see. I'm sure I will come up with something, and I will tell you what I come up with after the fact. Because, you know, we're just going to let the yarn tell me what it wants me to be doing for the next week or so here. So hopefully you all are enjoying what's been coming out here on the channel, and that you'll just stick with me through the beginning of August till life kind of calms down a bit. Once all my family leaves, the fair will be over. I will have told you what went on, and then we can all like breathe a sigh of relief and take like a moment before we start into whatever the next endeavor is. I have an idea. I know what I'm going to do for September. I don't know what the end of August is going to bring, other than there's at least one, maybe 2 tutorials that will be coming out. But I burned my fingers this week, which, sad face. And I painted them tonight. My nails, not my fingers. But the nail painting job is kind of lackluster. But I burned my fingers this week, and so I have some band-aids on them, which until my hands heal, I can't really film tutorials anyways, because that's just kind of gross. I don't think anybody wants to see that. I did consider that if I do want to film, and my hands are still like scarred or having an issue, maybe I'll just get cute band-aids, like, you know, ones with like rainbows or unicorns or something. That'd be cool. Or like Incredibles band-aids. No, because then my kids would start hurting themselves intentionally because they would want Incredibles band-aids. Incredibles band-aids cannot enter my house. Anyways, that is really neither here nor there, but that is a glimpse of what's coming up. It's just more random. That's what's coming up. So take a moment this week to look at your list of things to do. Maybe break down some categories of things in your life. I really do find that a really helpful way to look at my list, and I have, since I started doing this in January, found thinking of the things in the different spheres of my life, crafty wise. I guess you could look at your whole life that way and do non-crafty goals too, if that's a thing that suits you. But I have multiple spheres of craftiness in my life, and so it helps me to break it down that way. So I will see you all later sometime this week. We'll see when. Hope you all have a good whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!